Um, what's up, YouTube? I started to do this as a direct upload, but as I was recording, it stopped midway and it irritated me, so I have to actually record this on my computer. Now, I took the autofocus off, so you won't really hear it and won't keep zooming in like that. I hope y'all like my hair. I got my hooker earrings in. So, as my mom called them, my hooker earrings, so I love hoop earrings. Like, I really do love hoop earrings. But, anyway, hope everybody enjoyed their New Year's, and I certainly did. And, now I'm blushing. But I'll do that in another video about that. But this here is about a topic request that I will go ahead and get to. First of all, I apologize for not being as fluent with my videos lately. I would say I'm going to do it, then I don't. I was supposed to do one yesterday, but it was a very busy day. Y'all have no idea. Roll Tide, by the way. We're champions again. But it was a busy day and I was frustrated, so I decided to do it today instead. No weight loss video today. Okay. I do topic requests, so if you want me to touch on something, just let me know. This comes from my Facebook. Mike Baron. Tell me if I pronounced your last name right, because sometimes I'm horrible at pronunciation. He said, do you think it's wrong to stop being friends or stop talking to someone who you're very close to just because he or she gets a partner? So, first of all, the most common, not most common, but the correct way. You can have a guy that is single who gets into a relationship. He has a lot of female friends. While he was single, he probably allowed female friends to flirt with him and whatnot. You don't necessarily have to flirt back with your friends, but they were probably flirty, got used to him being single. Or you can have a female who has guy friends. I was raised tomboyish. Okay, I'm the only girl. I got a lot of brothers, but I'm the only girl. Video games, football, horror movies, wrestling. I'm into a lot of stuff that most girls aren't. But, well, they starting to now, but even then I dressed like a boy when I was really, really little. So that's the point, though. But I'm used to being around guys. I'm more comfortable hanging around guys. I have some female friends. But as far as, like, movies and sports, things like that, my guys, like my homeboys, the guys, sometimes you have guy friends as a natural that will want to be flirty with you. I could test my strength. Like, I'm just as strong as the guys. I love lifting weights. So sometimes, like, me and my guy friends, we used to play around. As in, like, we, like, lock hands and test strength and, you know, things like that. I have a pet peeve about my butt being touched. So some of my guy friends would purposely do it. We get into a scuffle and whatnot, and they wouldn't do it again. But when in a relationship, some of those friends don't understand. They cannot do that anymore. Out of respect for yourself, for your relationship, for your partner that you're with. Your friends have to understand there's certain things that when you're single they can't do anymore when you're in a relationship. Some of them are upset because they can't do it anymore. Some of them don't want to accept that fact that they can't do that anymore. Like, oh, we're not as cool anymore. But when that happens, they become disrespectful. If they are really your friends, they understand, like, okay, my homegirl or my homeboy is in a relationship now. Certain things that, you know, we would do and hang out when we hang out together when they're single, we can't do that anymore. That's for their partner to do with them instead. If your friends cannot understand that, that's when you start cutting people off that don't respect your relationship or you or your partner that you're with. That's one reason why when a person's in a relationship, they start cutting people off, because certain friends don't respect their relationship. Now, there's another type of cutting off where a person will be, they would get into a relationship and cut everybody known the man off. That is naturally of the opposite gender. You can have a guy who would cut off every single female friend that they have, just, you know, for the person that they're with. It don't necessarily mean that the person asked them to do that, but they will do that. Just like a female, this is known with women mostly. They would get with a guy and cut off every single guy friend that they had, and be like, no, my man's the only one for me. Some people agree like this is the best thing to do. Others say, no, that's wrong, because what if you've been friends with them for a while? I think that's what Mike is asking me, though. Do I think it's right for a person to be friends with somebody for a long time, and then as soon as they get into a relationship, they cut them off? Now, my whole thing is, if this is not their first relationship, and y'all have been friends through their previous relationships and whatnot, but yet they cut you off during this one, chances are it's probably because their partner asked them to do that. They probably felt a certain way about you in general, and they asked them to do that. The ones that automatically cut you off as soon as they get with somebody is just anyway. Now, whenever people do that, it's really not a good thing. So no, it's not okay for somebody to cut off friends that they've known for a long time as soon as they get into a relationship. But as far as knowing a person a long time then cutting them off, I'm sure they had their reasons, but they would have did it a while back if it was really that serious. I would like to know everybody else's opinion on it, really, because I'm really curious. I'm really curious to know what other people feel about it. Like, there's different reasons to cut a person off when you're in a relationship, but if you've known somebody for a number of years, let's say you were the person and your homegirl, your homeboy all of a sudden cut you off after being really good friends with you over a number of years, and they all of a sudden cut you off cold turkey. Like, what would you think? Like, I want y'all opinions on that, because I would greatly appreciate it. Okay? Thank you, and